and welcome to Talking Business with Beverly. I am your host and business strategist, Beverly Walthour. And so we want to thank you, the entrepreneur, for joining us. We're going to talk to you about how to create time and financial freedom in your business. And so we do this by not only addressing your business needs, but also your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and relationship needs as well. And now join me in welcoming Kara Sakina to the show. Hello, Kara. Kara, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for welcoming me here.
Oh, you're welcome. And so I have brought Kara here. She's going to speak with us about the 5 strategies to scaling your business. So she is a business consultant. Yeah. And so before we actually dive into the conversation, though, I love to play this game with my guests.
Okay.
Where I ask them 3 random questions.
All right, I'm ready.
You're game to play the game.
We on play.
Okay. Okay, so what is your favorite food?
Off the top of my head, lasagna.
I love it.
But no ricotta cheese.
Oh, see, look, she has stipulations. Okay. Hashtag extra. Go ahead. Exactly. And then what's one movie that you can watch over and over and over again?
We were just laughing about this morning. It's called Quick Change with Bill Murray. He is a clown that robs a bank in New York. And it's I was talking about how he just owns his dry humor. And he totally embraces that throughout the movie. And he cannot say a word or make a facial expression. And you just crack him. We just
I love it.
bought it the other day.
Look, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like in the 90s or something.
Yeah, I'm like, that's an interesting a clown that robs the bank. Okay.
Yeah, and they're trying to get out of New York, but New York is so crazy, they can't get out, so it's pretty funny.
I love it. And what is one of your favorite books to read?
Well, outside, obviously the word, but outside of that, I really love leadership books. I would say probably the most impactful book lately that I've reread is The 4-Hour Work Week.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I read it years and years ago, but with anything, when you pick it up again, you get more nuggets, and how can I implement it in the person I am today versus the level and the person I was, 4, 5, 6 years ago.
I love that. Okay, so Kara, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Okay.
And so, speak with us a little bit more. What is a business consultant?
Okay, so so this is how I like to break it up. So we have 2 areas. So I am a licensed coaching certification with personal development, executive coaching, and then you have consulting. So how I like to explain it is a coach is going to ask questions to guide you to your own answer, and a consultant's going to come and use their expertise and knowledge of the area and help you define options and strategies. And then they still have you pick whatever one you feel is best, but they'll give you a recommendation. So it was very hard for me to embrace coaching. I've been consulting for so long. So I'm going to be honest, I didn't respect it. I was like, what? But once I felt like that was really a call for me, I went and I looked into the methodology behind it, because in consulting you just tell you what it is.
Yep, exactly. Yep,
right.
It is. Yep.
And in coaching, I see people coaching and doing that, but that's not how they're supposed to properly be coached. And so that's kind of where the 2 are different.
Gotcha. And so, how did you get started with the consulting, the coaching? How did this even come into being?
Wow. Okay. I don't know if we have long enough for that. My story is pretty, I would say, unique. Because I am not, like, people see me today and, working with Fortune 10 companies all over the world, teams, all these things, but I literally came from a small town, and I went to college, but I had to leave for financial and life reasons and help my family. And then literally my first real job, I had to catch a bus 2 hours each way, and it was actually a free class. I saw advertised in the paper. It said, if you pass this class in medical billing, we'll find you a job. Now this was in 1994, like a million years ago. But I'm giving that example because I basically, now through the years I've gotten certifications and all these different things, but I did what other people didn't want to do. I absorbed things. I always looked at even my career as a business. Because I was marketing myself, I was growing myself, and your name is all you got, especially in consulting. Yes. And so I got the opportunity. I've been in 8 industries now, from healthcare to finance, IT, federal government, real property, all of those things. So now I'm mainly in the technology and finance space. But yeah, so that's a long story short.
Look, and for a lot of us, it's usually not just a straight path. I went to college, came out, was an entrepreneur. Like, you take a couple of detours to get there.
Yeah, a lot.
1 or 2, 3 or 4.
Yeah. How was your story similar? story.
You know, my story, I did the traditional, hey,
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to go to school to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Went and taught for 14 years,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, okay, God, it has to be something else. There has to be something a little bit more than coming in this classroom.
Right.
And so did that transition into training and then into entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
But my first business was, oh my gosh, I'm just like, it was back in 2007. I'm like,
Wow.
oh my, I've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
So it's always like
Right.
and when you're going through whatever you're going through,
Mm.
like you're looking at it like, okay, God, what's going on? But then when you get on the other side of that, you're like,
Right.
oh, that was it. Okay,
Right.
got it.
Right.
Okay.
Let me put, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And so for you, how do you support your clients?
We have a couple different support models, as most people do. One of the ways that we really feel passionate about supporting our clients is customized solutions. The approach, the methodology, that's standard. But when we talk about scaling, as much as you know, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but when we talk about scaling, what it looks like for you, and what it looks like for me, and what it looks like for her, could be completely different things. And so we take a really personalized approach to each individual and what they want out of their life. And that's why I felt like it was important to have a coaching component with it, because you need to understand the full circle of life.
Makes sense. That makes sense. And so for you, as we're looking at, because we're going to dive into these 5 strategies.
Yeah.
They're looking like, Dad, look.
I know, right? It's like, y'all can talk about that.
Exactly. Look, hey, go different. But, first of all, we're going to talk about the 5 strategies to scaling. First of all, with these 5 steps, first of all, let's define, what do I mean, or what do you mean when you say scale your business? What does that mean?
Yeah, like for me, I think that can also mean different things as well. So depending on the person, one perfect example could be they want more time in their business. They're making great money, but their personal life is a mess. So they might need to put automation in place and scale in that perspective. Somebody else may say, I got all the time in the world, you know what I mean? But I ain't making no money. So they may need to also scale, let's say, in automation, or somebody else may need to have both of those things in place, but they need to increase their team or leverage their team in a better way. So that's kind of what I mean by scale.
Gotcha. Okay, and so scale, so we have the different definitions, and once again, everything is customized. It depends on where you are in your business.
Correct.
And what's going on in your business.
Yes, we do an intake process to identify exactly where you are, and not even so much just where you are, but where you want to go. And that is the first point of, which would be strategy.
Yes, perfect. And so we're going to continue this conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yes, right after these messages.
Okay.
And welcome back to Talking Business with Beverly. So we are talking with Kara, and so we were talking about the 5 stages to scale your business. So Kara, where do we leave off?
Okay, I got to leave it right. So it was really good. So we talked about strategy, that's important. We really got deep when we started talking about C, because for our area, we usually focus on counting the cost. But in that process, when you start asking process-specific questions, we begin to talk about, and it's actually a consultation where we use proprietary tools to give you data-driven information to help you make decisions. And then we start talking about access, and we were going right into leverage. And as I was saying this year, I really believe that leverage is the word. We really need to take an evaluation of the people, resources, relationships, our own skill sets, inventory, things we have around the house, people we know, to really just take a full-scale look at what you have access to then be able to leverage that. Not for selfish reasons. When you look up the word leverage, it's very interesting, because I had to look up that for a second. But it's basically saying you're leveraging something to sow into something, that to expect a greater return than what you put in. So it's not that you're leveraging people to get your own benefit. You're still sowing, you're still giving, you're still doing things with them. So it's all about partnering. It's all about being productive. And I think sometimes, especially with small business owners who have had some type of success, or that may be in the same industry, they shy away from partnering. But partnering is really where there's power. I'm a side.
No, actually, I like that because that's huge. So what could that look like, the partnering? Because you said we kind of shy away from it, especially if they're in the same industry.
Absolutely.
But what could that look like?
It could look like, so to give them a more simple example, if people are used to the online space, you may see people in the multiple space have a virtual conference together, or they might do some type of joint book together. What people don't really think about are things outside of what's already being done. How can we create, hey, we do the same thing, you might approach it one way, I might approach it another way, but everybody's not like you and everybody's not like me. So how can we put those mindsets together and create a guide or create a product or create a service and, you know, things of that nature. And that's where real power and real money and real influence comes into play, because now you're not just leveraging what you know how to do and what you know how to produce, but you also have the power of their network, what they know how to do, and combining it.
That's what I was getting ready to ask, like, what is the benefit of it?
That's the, in my opinion, from what and in my really, that's been the most successful thing for me. And I've kind of been, I laugh that I've been the secret sauce to a lot of success with a lot of people that people know. I'm not one of those people that say, oh, I'm so-and-so and so-and-so, because I don't need to be. If I can get with that person and I say, hey, look, this is my part, this is your part, okay, we're gonna do it under your brand, I'm cool, this, you know, do the paperwork, we good, right? And I think that there's, if you don't mind, there's a fear sometimes, and I had to get over that myself because we've all been burnt. I've been burnt.
Yes.
I've been burnt by people supposed to do my graphics and they took my content. I mean, I'm just being honest.
When you mention the collaboration, that's why sometimes people go there. They're like, I tried it, and it didn't work.
It didn't work. But sometimes, and somebody was just sharing this with me the other day. They're a leader in this space. If I name the name, you know who I was talking about. But they said, you know, I went into the agreement. I knew I should have got paperwork. I didn't. And they didn't pay me. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. And I said, listen, it seems like a very painful lesson, but aren't you glad you're learning it on this level? See, sometimes we gotta learn it on this level. I'd rather learn it on level 3 instead of learning it on level 10.
That's true.
Okay, let me get hurt over 6 figures and not 6 million.
That's true. There we go. Okay, I love it. Okay, so let me make sure. So make sure I'm tracking.
Okay, sure.
So strategy.
Yes.
Count the cost.
Yes.
What do I have access to?
Yes.
Leveraging.
Right.
Okay, what's the E?
Execute. It's time to get to it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And right, like let's do it. And again, this isn't really our process, but this is kind of my motto to help people who may not know what scaling means to kind of wrap their mind around, okay, if I do want to grow my business, if I do want more personal time in my life, if I do, so first of all, it's okay. Right? Because sometimes we get stuck in that.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
We are the only people that we really kind of know, especially if you're in an online space, you're not really close with. So the people that you're with all the time don't really get you, and then you feel like, well, I don't want to get too big.
That's a real thing. And people don't talk about that part in the mindset stuff, the stuff that you internally deal with, you know, whether or not it comes from childhood and who you are and all that stuff. So that's powerful that you even mentioned that.
Well, you know, a lot of the stuff from the personal development side and what caused me to go into that was because of what I had to fight myself. So I always share with people, I'm not giving you theories and principles and concepts I read in a book. This is my life, right? I lived it. And if I didn't have to fight those demons and conquer those things and take these roadmaps and pieces to success, obviously with the Lord's help, then I really wouldn't be where I'm at today, or to be able to speak to those things and identify them in your life, because I know the flags, I know the signs, even when you don't.
And that's the part where you say, look, I'm not telling you something I read.
And I meant that.
Yeah, and having someone that's been there and done that, that makes a huge difference.
It does.
And so for you, you know, what do you feel like makes you guys, what you offer different from others that may offer something similar? I'm putting that in quotation.
Yeah. You know, I feel like we offer something different because there are, first of all, 2 people could make a pizza with the same ingredients and it's going to be different. So I know that my flavor, my approach, my experiences, my mindset is going to be different. We really utilize 2 main things. We're going to give you the boardroom secrets of Fortune 10 billion-dollar organizations.
Tell me.
Right? That they use repeatedly, successfully over time, that you might not need all of it, but I can take this one piece and tie it to this one personal development piece and give you something that's going to change your life. And I think that is where we stand out, because we're authentic, we are going to give you integrity, and we're going to give you an action plan that you can actually execute against.
Yes, yes. And well, believe it or not, we are out of time.
Oh, what?
Yes, I'm telling you, it flies by when you're having fun.
Okay,
So, Kara,
okay.
tell us, because I know people are like, I need more.
Okay.
So just tell my viewers, how they can find out more information about you. So website, email,
Yeah,
social
yeah.
media handles.
Yeah, sure. So really easy. Well, my name's not easy, but the email is easy. It's livebetter@karasakina.com. So our goal is for you to live better, whether that be personally or financially or both. And so it's livebetter@karasakina.com. Click on the site, send us a note. You can find me anywhere under Kara Sakina, and one member of my team will get back to you, and I can't wait to look forward to speaking with you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Kara, thank you so much
No,
for joining
thank
us.
you. I really enjoyed it. I really
This
did.
is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
And we also want to thank you, the viewers, as well, for
Absolutely.
tuning in. And remember, as entrepreneurs, you want to make sure that you address your business, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and relationship needs as well. Until next time, take care.